for in today's video, I'm going to be going over something that honestly could have been a video all on its own. And it's how you guys can find angles all on your own. The mentality that you need to have is pretty simple, and the thought process that you need to have is pretty much just based on your game sense. And by game sense, I mean how you see the game with how much hours you put in and understanding how it works. So when
One Op 4 remaining. Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful. Friendly, last operator standing. Last operator standing. The diffuser has been secured. Op 4 eliminated.
Stole a drone, direct hit.
Your location has been compromised.
Changing mags.
No longer in your possession. Down to one friendly. Op 4 last operator standing. The diffuser has been secured. Op 4 eliminated. Operator standing. Friendly victorious. Hostiles eliminated.
Salud.
Entered an oncoming lane of traffic in the 900 block of DeMont Street around 5:15 p.m. and stopped on the left shoulder, allowing James Adams, who was in the rear passenger, and CP3, who was in the front passenger seat, to allegedly aim and fire multiple shots out of the vehicle from assault rifle-style weapons. Those being fired on would then return fire, and when all the gun smoke settled, 2 people had been hit. 32-year-old Kevin Wright was shot in the stomach, later surviving, while James Adams, who was in the vehicle, was shot in the head and then pushed out of the vehicle and left to die on nearby People's Street, where a 911 caller described watching him fight for his life.
Oh, somebody is laying out. Somebody, I don't know if he barely.
I popcorn tonight. I can't stand up in that way.
you might be cheating.
I fried them that good.
Wait, Orez, you need sound. I think there's a bird outside your window, Orez. Get it clip. Tweet it, clip. Carry on. Get it, tweet. Carry on. Oh, no, here comes the eagle.
Loading new mag.
Bathroom.
Brandon, you just have time to refuse
Op 4, last operator standing.
What? Hey. This is girlfriend. And we were all kicking it, you know, we had a lot of over smoking, we had some other stuff. We were just having a holler. Chris had served to me. And at this point in time, this was after having already gotten robbed at that party. And retaliated. God did, which I'm not going to get into specifics about that. But we went and did our work to deal with that robbery again. And then they were not so happy about that. And this happened.
Yeah.
So Chris had served to me, and he was like, "Yo, Nick, you know, you should drive me to this serve. Let's go." It's like
Online and active.
Son.
and I'm like, "Yeah, I got you. Where you at?" So he slides me his address. I'm like, "All right, that'll be 40 if that's cool." He's like, "Gucci, no problem. Let me know when you're here." So I was like, "All right, it'll be like 30 or 40 minutes." So I show this to Kevin, and I'm like, "Dude, should we just fucking stay in this guy? Because like we don't even have an eighth to sell this guy. So like it's either we bail on him and just stay in this scenario, or we try to finesse him." And the consensus was between us both that yeah, we're gonna finesse this fucking guy. So what we ended up hatching out as our little plan here was we were gonna take a little bit of bud and put it in the glove box, right? The little bit that we had, bag it up, put it in the glove box, right? And we were gonna show that to him, let him look at it. We were only gonna put like a gram in one of the bags, maybe a 10 sack, just as a sample.
Last operator
And then what we were
standing.
gonna do is after we got his money, we were gonna tell him that the rest of the bud was in the trunk, right? And this would actually kind of make sense, and here's why, right? I drove at the time a Honda CR-V, right? This was after I crashed my own Accord.
Located a bomb.
Controlling your space. Not confident. Controlling your Honda. Very confident. Take control of an all-wheel drive Honda. Blinded. 3 all-terrain drive modes available with pilot, passport, and Ridgeline. Click here to learn more.
You know, he looks at the bag a little bit, and there's only like a gram in there, and he's like, "All right, cool, dude." And without even hesitating, you know, he's like reaching into his pocket for the money. So I tell him like, and Kevin kind of throws this in. This was a good touch. Kevin's like, "Yo, you got the bread?" He's like, "Oh yeah, here." And then I'm like, "You want to do me a favor? My bag's in the trunk. It's got my bud in it. It's got the rest of my bud in it. Excuse me. Can you go, you know, grab it? I'll pop the trunk." And this is, you know, this is where things kind of go awry, right? I think this was probably my fault and also my mistake on this finesse. But I figured as soon as the money's in my hand, why even continue? You know, like why even bother proceeding?
I'll be back.
The diffuser has been recovered. You have located the bomb.
Changing bags!
Oh damn, I thought Truth was dead. What the fuck? He's my nope. You know. Okay.
That's left. That's ours.
They're getting that.
They already went like- That's Jaeger. That's Mira. I'm in the site. The bitches got embarrassed. Like, fuck you. Man, I just walked in that bitch and I burned.
Plain carpenter on that wall.
Kate, I gave you your little peeks again. Yo, we wasted a reinforcement.
Ash and Jaeger.
Reloading.
I mean, Ash and Ace.
I'm about to say Jaeger.
Man. Let me smoke one here. Give me a break.
You have been spotted by hostiles. Fall back.
He outside.
These motherfuckers had a drone on me and still got 5. I'm asleep.
Anybody else notice that the P10 Roni literally only has upward fucking recoil? Like, all you have to do is pull down. You don't have to go to the left, you don't have to go to the right.
It just sounds like you suck at holding recoil.
No, like, I'm being dead ass serious.
I'm being dead ass serious. My shit be a laser, so I don't have to be worried about all that. Fuck
I mean,
off me, like,
laser
suck
too.
my dick, like. Yo, like, what should I do this nigga?
Damn.
Like, I fucked around, nigga, I shit on.
Yeah, damn crouch down be helping me out, right? I love it, crouch down. I'm screaming, fuck that drug gonna solve my problem. But I'm still taking losses.
I mean, if you can't kill someone with the 20 bullets in the P10 Roni, considering how fast the fucking fire rate is and how decent the damage is, kinda ass, man.
Sound like a hater. Sound like a hater.
And you sound like a bitch.
Yeah, you sound like a donut.
Protect the bomb.
Fuck wrong with
Buddy,
you,
it's the
bitch?
fucking second wrong, so shut the fuck up. How about
Don't
that?
matter, bitch. It's
Fuck
the
out of
second
my
round.
face.
It's the second round. Everybody got to kill. Third round, not the second. Third round. Everybody got to kill. What you talking about?
Hey, Slim with his ass.
What wrong with you?
Man, they made Mo. This nigga made Mo shut the fuck up real quick too. Like,
Actually,
oh, we
muted
wanna
him,
go
so I
back
haven't
and
been able
forth
to hear
with
what the fuck he
this nigga.
said. First off, I muted the bitch and I haven't been able to hear what he said. So,
Hey, Slim, shut the fuck up. Get a kill, you stupid bitch, before I smack you and your mother. Then I'ma spit on that stupid bitch. Fuck you talking about. Sit your little white ass down, nigga. Fuck you talking about. Stay below me, nigga. Stay the fuck below me, nigga. Like, before I pop your shit. Like, stop playing with me.
Yeah, if you kill me, you just don't know how to play Siege and you're pure fucking
Nah.
dog shit.
If I don't know how to play Siege, how the fuck did I just carry us that round? Then I just get that 3K later. What you talking about? You can't play Siege with your 0 ass kills, nigga. Like, fuck you talking about. Shitty ass call outs too. Nigga talking about, if Roni's recoil goes up, not down, so you gotta hold down. Like, fuck you talking about. Hey, yo, one's not